Hey Earth Signs, Carol from Caro Tarot here. Really excited to read for your December monthly overview. So if you are a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, this reading is for you. I'm going to jump in with a Celtic Cross spread, and then I'll go a little deeper for each sign, pull some clarifiers and some oracle cards. All right, so let's jump on in. Remember, if you like this channel, please subscribe, click the like button. All interactions, even comments, help my channel grow, and I really appreciate it. All right, so let's jump in. I'm going to do one more shuffle for the month of December. Okay. One more shuffle. And this is for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. All right. Oh. Okay. Let's see here, friends. Okay. This is quite an energy that you are leaving behind in the past. We have the Nine of Swords, and so this is an energy of it's kind of an energy of being like a little bit too comfortable to make a move, to make a change. That is how you are entering the month of December. It's interesting because in your present here, you have the Page of Pentacles and you have the Lovers. You're crossed by the Lovers. That's interesting. I wonder why. Before I give you any insights, I want to just look at your whole overall spread here. It's very interesting. So, okay, what's making me a little nervous is because your final outcome, and I'm just jumping ahead here, is the Seven of Swords, which is usually like a card of lying, cheating, stealing. And I'll probably pull a clarifier for each sign on what exactly this means for each of you. But it does feel like in the recent past, in this emotional energy of like just feeling like not able to make a change, kind of like a little bit too comfortable with discomfort. How can I explain this clearly? It's like it could be things that are keeping you up at night. You know, these squares are like stability, earthly matters, and they're all over this quilt, right? And so I'm feeling like you may have been in a situation, staying in a situation because it is, you're afraid of making a change, and it's also more comforting than being in between. And so it's kind of like, if you remember when you were a little kid and you were like learning the monkey bars and you're like trying to get from one rung to the next, you kind of have to let go a little bit before you can jump onto the next rung. And like you just didn't feel like it was worth it to like be between two places. And so these things could be like keeping you up at night, could have been, because this is your recent past, right? And so it's the energy that you were bringing in with you. But because in your present, the Page of Pentacles, it is like a new beginning for you. It's a new way. Pages are our physical world. It could be career, it could be income, it could be related to like a new home, something tangible. That's Pentacles, right? And so it is crossed by the Lovers here, and you know, Lovers are what help. The crossing card is what helps or hinders you, and I'm suspecting here that this is a good placement for you because it seems like you will have the support that you need in your partner. If you don't currently have a partner, this could be I mean, partners, it's kind of vague. It could be like a romantic partnership. It could be like a new partner coming in to help you. It could be just another person there to help. And there's also an angel here. So for me, this means that like there is a level of protection here. So even though the final outcome, final possible outcome is a Seven of Swords, it does feel like you do have protection here. In your above is the Five of Wands, and this is really like there could be a lot of conflict in your present situation, and I'm feeling that it might be related to your recent past. Conflict could have been related to like people who just didn't understand that there needed to be a change. If this was like an emotional, like if this was a relationship that was causing this, there's always people on the outside who never really know what's going on in a relationship and always make judgments. So don't let that noise from other people like get in your path, right? Nobody knows your relationship better than you. People can have ideas. They see one side of a person. They're not present in like the whole relationship. When you have very intimate relationships, there's so much that goes into them, right? It's not just what people see on the outside. So whatever this noise is, just know these people, it doesn't matter. You know what is best for you. You need to stand up for yourself, and there might be some quarreling and like, it's fine, that happens. But just be true to yourself, right? Be true to the feelings that brought you to this point, because when you're in this situation, it's really hard to get out of it, because it's like, it could be just an example of like, oh, my boss is toxic, but the pay is really great, so I'm just going to stay. Or it could be that, your partner gave you a gift for your birthday that was something that they know that you really don't care about, but they bought it anyway, but it was because it was something they also wanted to use. Like, this is a very narcissist gift giving example that I'm giving you, but like, just because they're giving you a gift, it doesn't mean that it's just hard to walk away from situations because you're realizing like, oh, is it that this person is toxic and I've been settling for less, even though like maybe in the past you didn't even receive gifts on your birthday, right? So it's like, how low is that bar where you are staying in this situation and trying to make it be okay? Because at some point there is a breaking point. It's the things that keep you up at night. And I know I'm going like all over the place. This is a pretty general reading considering there are 3 signs in this reading. I might change this in the future because it does feel like there's so many different messages coming in and I don't want to be too vague. But I will narrow that down as I do the clarifiers. In your below, which is your subconscious, you have the Six of Cups, which is a card of like harmony. This is a card of childhood homes. It symbolizes like old connections, maybe coming back in to help. It's a card of like love and nurturing, and it could be like past connections, past loves, past childhood loves just coming in. In your near future, you have the Ten of Wands, which to me, it just feels very heavy for you. Like you're carrying a lot of burdens of other people in the near future, which, you probably are already aware of this. Like if you are caring for like an older parent and, it's feeling like the burdens are all falling on you, or if you're caring for the whole family, if you are the person that does all of the holiday shopping in your family and you're not really getting any help, or like, it's just that it feels like you are carrying a lot of burdens in the near future, and you're so close to like being able to like drop those burdens. So just to hang in there. Like, I'm seeing your home in the near future, so it's like you're almost there. You're almost getting to the point where you can drop some of those burdens and only have to worry about the burdens that belong to you, right? Well, with your advice here, you have the Seven of Swords, which for advice, it does mean like kind of cutting through the crap of the situation, like wielding that sword. It's also kind of like a fresh new beginning for you too, where there's a lot of clarity around a situation. The way you're thinking is very clear. So keep your mind clear. If you are not getting sleep, which this card really makes me feel like you may be dealing with some insomnia. If you are not getting sleep, try to get more sleep in. It's super important for you to regulate your sleep, your immune system, your health, because you also have the strength card as your external influences here, and like, that takes a lot of energy. And the strength mostly is you being strong among other influences. So it could be people are coming at you, making you kind of doubt yourself. I mean, the holidays are coming up, and it's really hard to be able to, if you're making big life changes, it's hard to be able to like not fall back into old patterns just for the sake of comfort. The good thing is there are no major arcana here, so, well, except for the Lovers, which is awesome because that's your helping position. But other than that, not a lot of major arcana here. Means these aren't really like big life things that are gonna like impact you long term. These seem to be very just for the month of December type issues that you're dealing with. So if people are on about their BS and like arguing and talking smack about you, like it doesn't matter. It's gonna pass. You just have to like center yourself, take care of yourself, use your inner strength, right? You have it, so use it. In your hopes and or fears, you are so freaking tired. So I'm still getting like you guys are tired. You need a break. You need a rest. You have the Four of Swords here. And able to really think clearly, I feel you do need to concentrate on getting enough sleep. The sun goes down here in North Carolina at like 4 p.m. And I'm just always like, should I go to sleep now? Oh, is it time to go to bed? Like, so maybe, take a note from the sun when it goes down. If you can, try to get some extra sleep. I think you will mentally and physically just benefit from that a lot. And in the final outcome here, you have the Seven of Swords. And Seven of Swords, lying, cheating, stealing. And remember, this is just a possible outcome. There's no future predictions here with tarot. This is just reading the energies of the situation. To me, this could be somebody is trying to get one by on you. It could also be like you potentially using all of the like tactics that you have to be able to get out of the situation or make the best out of the situation. Is very strategic thinking. One of my favorite tarot readers, whenever he sees this card, he's like, this is very strategic scheming here, because in order to avoid battle, this person is stealing the swords and running away. It's a very smart way of avoiding like death, right? You just steal things that could hurt you and leave with them. So we'll think about it that way. All right, so now I'm going to jump into Taurus's overall month ahead. And Taurus, I want to pull a clarifier for you on this outcome here. One clarifier for Taurus, please, on the Seven of Swords. Taurus, I'm pretty sure you saw that jump out. We've got the moon, which is, oh man, the moon is tough because it is about things that are hidden, kind of leaning into your intuition here, it's also your emotions too. So the way it comes into your reading, it's kind of giving me an idea of like, you really can't, whatever it is that you are dealing with this month is like, it's going to involve you kind of trying to master your emotions a little bit. There isn't really a way to prepare you for that, unfortunately. I will say that you getting sleep is probably going to help. I'm getting that a lot here. You just need rest, right? You just need to take care of yourself and speak kindly to yourself and know that whatever it is that you have done, you're doing the best that you can. Really quiet those voices, those negative voices that may show up for you. And that will probably help you the most, I think, Taurus. Okay, so let's pull an archetype card for Taurus. One archetype card for Taurus. And this will give us like a nice little insight into what else you may be dealing with, Taurus, or how this reading all pulls together for you specifically. Okay. One for Taurus, please. Oh my gosh, they're all over the place. Okay, just one for Taurus. There's too many here. The three that fell out: the Lover, the Maiden, the Crone. Okay, I wonder if these should be read together. I mean, I'm not even going to go into the book here, Taurus, because I do feel like these may have come out on purpose. So, it does feel like, is there a third-party energy that you are dealing with? Because we have the Lover, the Maiden, and the Crone. And so, it seems like there could be some kind of relationship drama between your lover, and you could be the older woman, or you could be the younger woman. I am not sure. Just feels a little bit crowded here, actually. And, I was getting that kind of feeling earlier in the reading with the Five of Wands in the above with this conflict, because the Lover's card is crossing, and I wonder if you are dealing with this. I want to pull a clarifier here for you, Taurus. Clarifier for the overview for Taurus, please. I will say that, Taurus, whatever you are dealing with, there is a new beginning here. So you probably are already aware of whatever this situation is. I don't think anything is hiding from you right now. It might be more information is coming out, but I don't think anything is hiding from you. To clarify, we have the Two of Pentacles, and yeah, this does feel like somebody trying to juggle two relationships at the same time to me. Having to make a choice here. And if that is the case, I am sorry if you are on the receiving end, because that sucks. But you know what? I'm going to read for the Maiden and see if that gives you any help here with this month, okay? The Virgin, the Princess, the Innocent. The Maiden archetype is the epitome of innocent arousal, naive sensuality, and precarious purity. She is compelling and addictive because of her flawless and youthful glow. She's the first archetype in the trifecta of Maiden, Mother, Crone, and rightfully so, because she has so much to learn. The Maiden is perfectly positioned for trouble to come her way and subject her to a challenge that leads to the next phase of womanhood. She must grow up, yet hesitates at the threshold, enamored by the charms of youth. The Maiden represents the side of us that is riveted and curious, drawn to shadowy forests, dark nights, and taking just one taste of poisonous fruit. Her magic is edgy and includes both shame and delight. Let yourself fall down the rabbit hole, young one. Moving from the Maiden to the Mother is challenging, often leaving unresolved tensions between the two archetypes for years, if not a lifetime. Do you long to be rescued by another or receive a kiss that brings you back to life? Be wary of waiting for a prince. Break the spell of your own life. Okay, now Taurus, I'm feeling like, are you the third party in this situation? That's a tough one. Could even be that you didn't even know that you were the third party. I never want to say like, oh, the person I'm reading for is the person that's causing the trouble, but if it fits, you know. But like I said earlier, you know, if you are, people don't know other people's relationships. They may say that they do. They may have opinions about things and not really know everything that goes into them. But just want to put that out there. Okay. I'm also going to pull a couple tea leaf cards for you. This will give you some indication of just important information you should take ahead for the month with you. All right, Taurus, I just need 3 tea leaf cards for Taurus, please. All right, Taurus, you have Rose. Romance is in the air. February. Somehow you have 4 cards. I don't know how this happened, but you have 4. A fair woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. And then you have casket. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Okay, so I'm hoping, you know, those are just like little hints about the month ahead for December. And then maybe something is brewing right now that will come to fruition in February. I don't know, but we shall see. All right, Taurus, I also just want to pull 1 soul truth card for you while I have you here. I feel like this might help because it seems kind of like a bit of a stressful month for you, okay? Just 1 soul truth card for Taurus, please. All right, we have, am I in my head or in my heart? What is the quality of your self-talk? Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. Where your head meets your heart is where miracles happen. Today's soul action. Today, master your mind, watch an inspiring video, do some tapping, read an empowering book, or write out all the reasons why you believe in yourself and your dreams. I feel like that's super important for you, Taurus, because you did have the strength card here in your external influences, which means you're really going to need to lean into your strength, okay? So think about the way you are talking to yourself and the things that you're saying to yourself, okay? Oh boy, what a month. Hang in there, okay, Taurus? Okay, Virgo, so I'm going to jump into your overall monthly spread here. I would like a clarifier on your final outcome, the 7 of Swords. So just 1 clarifier for Virgo for the 7 of Swords, please. Okay. Oh, okay. You have the 2 of Wands. How does this fit in with this? Goodness. Well, you know, if we are pairing 7 of Swords with 2 of Wands, I feel like this is a very strategic outcome for you. And so you could be using all of your skills to really manifest something and make a decision. Like you have been planning and you are ready to go forth in a new direction. So that kind of changes the overall feeling of this month overview for you. So you do have a new endeavor starting, a new beginning starting for you. There is this really strong partnership energy here, relationship that is supporting you. You may feel for a while that you are just like dealing with a bunch of burdens, or you have been, but you are pretty close to the finish line with having to deal with those. I will give you the same advice that I just gave Taurus, and that is get rest. You seem to have a lack of, like, it seems very emotionally hard and taxing and mentally hard and taxing for you. So make sure you are getting enough sleep. Try to prioritize your rest. And I feel like that will make things so much easier for you. Okay, so let's pull one archetype card here for Virgo. Just one archetype card for Virgo, please. For the month of December. And this will help us kind of get deeper insights into your month ahead. Okay, Virgo, you have the Father. Got the Father here. So let's look at that. Father, 65. The Father, the great Father, the masculine, the protector. Alongside the mother, the father resides in the central axis of the archetypal family. The father embodies both light and dark aspects of the masculine, thus he is infinitely dynamic and complex. His energy is strong and regal, embodying such virtues as honesty, wisdom, and loyalty. Yet, ironically and simultaneously, the father is often absent, literally or emotionally. Through absence or action, the father eventually reveals that he is neither a king nor a god, but a human being with many flaws and wounds. He is both the guardian and the one who leaves us to the wolves. Here, yet gone, the champion and the failure, the father can never resolve or escape this duality. It is inherent in the archetype itself. Witnessing the father's limitations allows the child to grow beyond the family and into the world. Okay, that is your archetype for this month. Interesting. I'm wondering if you are having to care for an older parent who maybe wasn't there for you as much as you would have liked while you were growing up. This is a tough one, Virgo, because, you know, these burdens that you're carrying, they really don't all feel like they're yours, and it can be exhausting. And because you are hearkening back to your childhood home here, like maybe you are actually traveling to your childhood home, having to deal with some hard truths about the current situation of your own father. I am going to pull some tea leaf cards for you. I'm going to pull 3. This will just give you some insight into the month ahead for you. You have Tree, affairs with your family. You have Mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. And you have Fair Man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Oh my goodness. So yeah, it does kind of feel like your reading is specifically about your family and the family dynamics that you are dealing with. Oh, Virgo, this is tough. This is very tough. I am getting like a big sense of just hard decisions having to be made for you this month. So yes, do prioritize your rest, getting sleep, so that you can make the most clear decisions for you and for your family, okay? I'm going to pull a Soul Truth card for you as well to help give you some guidance on this month. This does seem like a very hard month ahead. One Soul Truth card for Virgo, please. Virgo, you have, am I communicating my needs? Your needs matter. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are feeling is not true? Your soul's action. Journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes enough based on my desires? Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe that my needs matter, and do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I want? When communicating my needs, What am I resisting, and with whom? What do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs? Are you communicating your needs, Virgo? It does feel like you are dealing with some heavy things. And yeah, it's just you are in the thick of it right now. And it can feel like you are making yourself a last priority, but you really shouldn't. Yeah, this is your reminder that you need to put your needs first. Okay, Virgo? So I am really pulling for you for the month of December. It seems like you are dealing with some hard things right now. But Virgo, I am sending you love and light. Hey Capricorn, so let's dive a little deeper into your monthly overview, and I'm going to pull an archetype card as well. You had the Seven of Swords as your final outcome here, so let's see. I want to pull one clarifier for that potential outcome there for you. For the Seven of Swords, just one card, please. Got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, this is a very promising card. Let's pull an archetype card as well. Capricorn, you have the Shaman, the Magi, the Sorcerer, the Medicine Woman. 3 archetypal ingredients constitute the Shaman, and all must be present in order to reveal its magic. First, the Shaman is activated by long-standing and diligent study, the Mentor. Second, its orientation is generously and accurately aimed toward the healing of the self, the other, and the culture, the healer. And third, the Shaman has a knack for finding doorways to the other world, allowing psychic visions and old magic to leak into this world. In this way, the Shaman is a master who bridges the everyday and the sacred, revealing potent power needed desperately in our time. Yet where there is power, there is shadow. So the Shaman must be vigilant in studying their darkness. This card reminds us that the force of healing is ultimately not our own. We must shape it and share it with the world. Okay. Very interesting here. Capricorn, it seems like you may be dealing with some shadow work this month. Like, they always say, like, some people come into our lives and it's to, like, really teach us something about the darker aspects of who we are. So there could be a bit of a temptation here. Some of this reading is kind of leaning toward third-party energy for me, so it could be, like, a type of situation where maybe you were the third party, or your relationship has been impacted by it. What I'm getting here though is it's impacted your living situation, because your final outcome here with the Seven of Swords paired with the Knight of Pentacles, it feels like you may be having to and this is not the final outcome, this is like a possible final outcome. Tarot can't predict the future. It's the energies. It's reading the energies of the current situation. And it's like, you know, there could be like a new beginning for you in your physical reality, whether that's like your job, where you're living, who you're living with, because you do have the Lovers in your crossing energy. But you are, you know, taking action, even if it feels very slow, but you are taking action to make these changes, to bring in these changes finally. So it feels like it may have taken a long time to get to this point, and that is okay, because things happen in their own time. But the important thing is that, you know, if you are using all of your skills to make the most out of this situation, which kind of feels a little crappy to me, it is okay if it's going to take a little while. Nothing ever really happens as quickly as we want it to anyway, right? And part of the delay is probably part of the lesson that you need to learn from this. So I would say if you are encountering some difficulties or things aren't going as quickly as you had hoped, try to look for what that lesson is this month for you. I'm also going to pull some 3 tea leaf cards for you to help kind of like figure out some things to look for this month as well. You have the lobster, which is financial pinch. So yeah, even if you are like, why aren't the funds coming in yet? Just give it time, okay? Stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. And then you have horseshoe, which is good luck, which I love that for you, Capricorn, because it does feel like a pretty heavy month, and good luck is always welcome, right? I'm also getting drawn to pull one more card for you. February is coming up. This came up again, I think, for Taurus as well. So there could be seeds that you're planting now that will not come to fruition until February. All right. So let's just keep that in mind here. And one of the very clear advices here now is make sure you're getting enough rest, and talk kindly to yourself. Use your inner strength as well to overcome whatever these obstacles are. You are capable of it. It's just when we don't have enough rest, things are just so much harder than they need to be. So make sure you're getting that sleep, okay? All right, Capricorn, I'm going to pull one soul truth card for you to wrap this up for you. Okay, today's soul action. What risk can you take to move toward your dreams? Make a decision and do it. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and courageous, and you will discover what you are really made of. All right, Capricorn. Wow. You know, there's some new beginnings here for you, and that is really exciting. And sometimes new things can be a little bit stressful. So just hang in there. I am pulling for you, and I know that you have the inner strength and you have the mindset to be able to make the most out of this. Okay, so I want you to believe in yourself and make the most out of the month ahead with the guidance that you have. Okay. So that is the wrap up of your December 2025 reading for all of the earth signs. So that is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel. If this resonated, give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you all. And I am wishing you the best for the month ahead, sending you so much love and so much light. Thank you for joining me today.